Hi, poopsies. Hi, it's me, Tony Bomboni, ASMR. Welcome back to your session. So before this video begins, you could just subscribe, tap the bell, and hit all notifications. I'm sorry about the sound. I can't prevent that. I don't know what's going on outside. What can I say? I do make daily content for you, at least every other day, if I can. So subscribing helps support my journey to keep making content for you. I also have a website called tonybomboni.com, and that's where you can support me and my journey to help you and to make weekly content for you. You also get a lot of your own custom services on there. Yes, custom. I take the time out of my day to make this for you on top of these videos. So, what are you waiting for? I cannot wait to see you guys there. I will be doing a facts about reading video today, so I'm just going to read a few articles, blog posts, whatever I can find randomly and just scroll through random facts. This first one I found on Buzzfeed, actually, and it's posted by Terry Pouse. It's called 81 Fun Facts That'll Make Everyone You Know Say, I Never Knew That. Alright, so let's begin with the first fact, which is baby puffins are called pufflings. The red Sour Patch Kids are the same sweet as Swedish fish, you know the brand Swedish Fish, just with a little bit of some sugar that's sour sprinkled on them. That is crazy. Like, they're the exact same. Wow, who knew? I don't know who Mr. Rogers is, but Mr. Rogers announced that he's feeding his fishes on every episode of the show, the series, because a viewer who was blind had once asked if they were okay. Alright, I have no idea what that means. She Sells Seashell Down by the Seashore was actually written about a person named Mary Anning. Snakes can burp fire, okay? That's great. There's tunnels called turtle tunnels in the country of Japan to actually save them from being hit by trains. That's wild. Alright, that is wild. Every year on August the 5th, the Mars Curiosity rover sings itself a sad solitude happy birthday song. Oh, boo-hoo. Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, Shaggy's real name from the show, the Scooby-Doo, is actually Norville Rogers. Okay. Norville Rogers. When the University of Nebraska plays a game of football at home, the stadium becomes the state's third largest city. Cornflakes, your favorite brand of cereal, were actually invented to I can't read that. They were invented to prevent what I do on my OnlyFans. A cat co-authored a physics paper, actually in the year of 1975. That is hilarious. In 1965, a patent was filed for birthing apparatus. I don't know what that means. That explains it. A tool used for birthing. I don't know. It would spin prego ladies around as much as 7G. No, I don't believe that. Until their baby was flung out. From the centrifugal force. Did they hurt the mother? I mean, Jesus. These facts are just something else, aren't they? Travelers who had anxiety can play with small horses at a airport in Kentucky. This story that you have heard about, most likely, about lemmings jumping off cliffs to their demise, is fake. Oh, okay. The city of Miami in Florida is the one and only major city in the United States of America founded by a woman. All mammals on this earth take about 12 seconds or so to go number dos, regardless of their size. Oh, that's why my chihuahua is so fast outside. Good, because these mosquitoes are nasty. You see, they be biting all over the place, and they're just nasty. If you are being aggressive or you got too tipsy in the country of Japan, guess what happens? Guess what happens to you? Guess what? The papa will get a futon and roll you into a burrito. What the heck? Oh, what a fun place to be. The guy, Robert Todd Lincoln, Abe Lincoln's son, was in close proximity to 3 of 4 presidential assassinations. Ketchup was sold as a medicinal tool in the 30s. No, not the 1930s. The 1830s. The animal cows have besties and get stressed the heck out when they're parted from each other. Before the years of the 1800s. Okay, I don't know why I'm doing that, but these facts are exciting, so I'm excited. So yeah, I'm being exuberant. Some people had a first and second sleep. I actually heard of this. Like, they used to sleep a lot during the day. They would sleep for about 3 or 4 hours, and then wake up for 2 or 3 something odd hours to do some type of work, activity, leisure stuff, whatever. Then they head on back to sleep and rest until the crisp hours of the morning. The month, day, and year of April 18, 1930 was such a slow news day that at 6:30 in the afternoon that time, the BBC's radio announcer said, "There's no news." All colors of the brand cereal Fruity Loops, have the same flavor. No duh. No kidding. That's interesting. Prior to the 20th century, the animal squirrel was one of the United States of America's most popular pet. That's very odd. T-shirts, like I'm wearing now, were actually originally more marketed to men who were not married, who did not understand how to sew their own buttons back on collared shirts. Okay. Is that why we're lazy now as a society? We don't even really try anymore, right? The creature sea otter have pouches underneath their forearms, and that helps them to store all of their fave rocks. Elizabeth Jennings Graham did what Rosa Parks did, but a century earlier in time. This time it was on a New York City streetcar. Her eventual suit led to the desegregation of NY's public train system. In Australia, in Queensland to be exact, it is not legal to own a bunny as a pet unless you practice magic. Horizontal refreshment, all these quotes, was actually in the 19th century, and it was a slang for doing the inky pinky. The brown chicken, brown cow. The oink oink. Okay, you get it. The OnlyFans content. Okay, I'll stop. There's trees that can actually grow more than one particular type of fruit. Did you know that? Did you know that? Because I did not. And it's pretty cool. Now I want that tree in my backyard. They're called fruit salad trees. Oh my god, that's the most vegan thing I've ever heard. In Poland, there is actually a city where every single thing you can possibly imagine is decorated with flower paintings, painting of flowers. A writer predicted how the boat, the Titanic, you've heard of the Titanic, would sink in 1898. A whole whopping 13 years before it was even built. Could you imagine? Could you even conceive? Okay. The Hermit. I'm sorry, I'm weird today. I don't know why. I just want to make this different than the usual reading facts. I want you to fall asleep, most important of all. I don't want you to care about what I have to say, because nobody really cares at the end of the day. I just want you to fall asleep, okay? The Hermitage Museum in St. Petersburg. No, not St. Petersburg, Florida. St. Petersburg, Russia. I don't know why I said Russia. Has so many cats roaming on the grounds that they employ press secretary of the cat. Hilarious. Do you want to be a press secretary for cat? Okay, we'll go study that. Modern thong underwear was introduced actually by Fiorello LaGuardia, the mayor of NYC. Fiorello LaGuardia. Is that why they call it LaGuardia Airport? Okay, anyway. The logo for Chupa Chups. You've heard Chupa Chups, those lollipops, those suckers. The logo was designed by Salvador Dali. No flippin' way. Actually, there is a phenomenon, a sexual one, named after the former president, Calvin Coolidge. Okay. That's strange. The holiday Mother's Day was actually, honestly, in the literal sense, invented to be commercialism. That don't make no darn sense, because I feel like it's advertised everywhere, Valentine's Day. Every holiday is just a way to make money, isn't it? Anyway, the earth used to be smothered with these giant mushrooms that were a whopping, you won't believe me if I tell you. Yeah, I mean, you just won't believe me. Can you guess how tall, how big they were? 24 feet. That's like 5 humans stacked on top of each other. 4 to 5 humans. And 3 foot wide. Instead of trees. That literally blows my mind. That's like Zanger Marsh in World of Warcraft in the Outlands, right? That's the only thing I can think of. I'm just trying to let that sink in. Giant mushrooms instead of trees. Why is it trees now instead of mushrooms? Why can't we live in mushroom land? I want to live in mushroom land. Why can't that be feasible now? What made that happen? I want to know more. I'm going to look that up later. That's my favorite fact. Yeah, the earth was mushrooms. Most American, yes, in the United States of America, most American villain from movies actually have British accents. That's funny, because we associated them with having high intellect and low morals. That's not funny. That's not funny. Okay. That's like super stereotypical. Oh my god, really? I need to look back on some movies now. Villains, American movies have British villains. High intellect but low morals. What? Since when do people associate that with it? I don't get it, but okay. There is a high school I apologize, guys. I'm just so weird. There's a high school. I sound like one of those Buzzfeed presenters, like reading facts, right? Like trying to make it, like trying hard to make it entertaining, but it fails epically. There's a high school in Minnesota that gives service dogs their own. This is so cute. They have their own yearbook photo. Oh my god, that's so cute. I want to see some now. Pro show. Y'all know Amelia Earhart. I mean, she's more famous than Monroe, Maryland. Maryland who? No, but her and Eleanor Roosevelt, they got turned up back in the day, y'all know. One stitched a White House dinner party. I told you they got turned up. They done got turned up. They was like besties back in the day. They done ditched the White House dinner party. You don't do that even back in the day. You don't do that nowadays. To go on a joyride flight to Baltimore. Is that why she went missing? No, I'm playing. Great. Okay, we're halfway done with these facts. Okay. So you are going to get a lot more facts now. While I'm having fun, having a good time with you. I'm just chillaxing on a random Monday. About to go suntan and about to go get my vitamin D. And I'm feeling good. Canadians say sorry. Okay. They do say sorry. Alright, they do. We can't deny Canadians say sorry. They really do say sorry. Like, sorry, but they say sorry. Okay, anyway. Canadians say sorry. I'll say it with a Midwestern accent. Sorry. Canadians say sorry so much that the Apology Act, I apologize. You guys remember that? I apologize. The Karen was passed in the year 2009. I had never heard of this before. Declaring that apology cannot be used as evidence of admission to guilt to a crime. Oh my gosh. Sorry. If someone gives opinions on topics they don't know nothing about, like most people nowadays, not staying in their own lane, allegedly, they are called an ultra-crepidarian. That sounds like 100-year-old that's disabled or something. I don't know. Crippled-darian? Ultra-crippled-darian? What does that even mean? Okay, now, this is an amazing fact. Y'all will give shivers up your spine, just like the mushroom fact, okay? I love mushrooms so much. Like, I love eating mushrooms, like, in in my salad or whatever, like a 24-foot tall, 3-foot wide. That would be a lifetime of mushroom. Like, I would be so happy to live in mushroom land, Zanger Marsh. I wonder if they had fumes that made you, anyway, made you like dizzy and stuff. I guess God knew humans couldn't stand that. Or we'd be too lazy sitting around eating mushrooms all day that we just not want to do anything. And that's not what he wanted for our life. But didn't it have something to do with the oxygen? Okay, anyway, let's move on. Because I know, like, the more carbon there is, like, which there was back in the day, allegedly, the more life grows. Like, it's actually a good thing for the wildlife. Anyway, 4% of sand on this beach called Normandy Beach is made of this shrapnel from D-Day. Is that like Doomsday? That has been broken down. So 4% of the sand is made up of that shrapnel from that time. Great. That must be sharp sand. A buttload is a real measurement of weight. Oh, that must be what my scale is going to say next time I step on it. That it's going to say buttload of weight. Oh, snap. Well, at least all the prayers have come true. At least all the prayers that for all the food to go straight to my behind came true. The brand, y'all know the famous brand of Lego, is actually the hugest manufacturer of tires in the entire world. No pun intended. In the entire, get it? Tire. Okay. I don't think you got it. In the year 1981, oh my god, a black Labrador named Bosco. That's so cute. Oh my god, I used to have a Serbian friend called Bosco. What was I saying now? I lost my train of thought. Oh, the black Labrador was elected to be honorary mayor. Not just any mayor, that cute thing was elected honorary status in Sunol, California. That's hilarious. You know what? All dogs should be mayors. They should be in charge, honestly. For a brief time, the city of Melbourne in Australia has had the best name on the planet. Batmania? I guess they used to be named Batmania, and then maybe Batman came out and then they changed it. Who knows? Maybe there were a lot of bats there. I don't know. It was probably a chronic issue. The first person to perform a successful cesarean section, say that 20 times fast, in South Africa was actually Dr. James Berry, and he was actually a woman. These facts, y'all, there are lowercase numbers. There are lowercase letters, and there's also such a thing as a lowercase number. No, the heck they're not. There's 70, a whopping exclamation point. They even put an exclamation point next to it. 70, no joke, 70 ingredients in, guess what? In a sandwich. Guess what sandwich? Your McDonald's McRib sandwich. Yes, I said 70. Ancient Greeks came up. Of course they did. No, I'm joking. With the idea of a cyclops. Oh yeah, I've heard of this before. After they found this fossil of this mammoth, this woolly mammoth, and they had no idea what it was. It was a mammoth. Well, I don't deny the existence of Cyclops. Okay, Cyclops is too cool not to exist. You seen the Cyclops in Futurama? You know they was turning up in Antarctica or something. Ooh, I said too much. Richard Nixon once smuggled a suitcase, allegedly, full of WED through an airport for the astronaut Louis Armstrong. I mean, even that's a joke. I won't even go into that. There's an island in the Bahamas. Oh, I want to go to the Bahamas. The Bahamas. I want to smoke a cigar in the Bahamas, but everything's so expensive. Have you seen, like, there were travel vloggers who were in the Bahamas $2 for salad. Anyway, there's an island there that's inhabited only by swimming pigs. That sounds like the flying pig stuff. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. I want to go see some swimming pigs now. I want to go all the way just to go see some swimming pigs. Toilet seat covers. Who uses those? Do people still use those? Maybe. Are basically pointless. Yeah, no kidding. And are nasty. Okay, I'm gonna stop. In the decade of the 1920s, y'all know, before the Depression, women in quite a few cities in the US of A organized anti-flirt clubs to combat catcalling. Gosh, men had no chill back in the day. Do people still say that? No, we've moved on to other slangs. What's that thing y'all still keep typing in my comments? I don't get it. Y'all keep typing a quote, like something in a sentence in quotations in the comment. I don't know where it's from. Why do this young generation keep coming up with new things? And I'm like, I feel like the ultra centiquadrarian with my glasses. Like, what are these youngins talking about this time? And I'm reading your comments and I want to heart them, but I'm like, is it a derogatory sentence? Like, is it something that's insulting? I don't know. Do I have to block y'all? What's going on? Iceland has a thing called an elf whisperer. And they inspect construction sites before any piece of property becomes built in Iceland, just to ensure that there are no elves hanging around. And we thought our tax money went to stupid stuff. Oh my God. Movies must clarify nowadays that they are fictional, because in the 1930s there was a suit. Okay, there was a suit that goes all the way back to the famous Rasputin, which I don't even know who that is. For a short period of time, the planet of Uranus in space was named George. Oh my God. They need to go back to naming that mofo George, because everybody be making that Uranus jokes now. I'm like, oh my God. Wow. Mountain Dew, the soda brand, the popular soda. Mountain Dew, a can of it can actually dissolve a mouse. Why would you dissolve a mouse, you cruel, cruel person? The voice of Mickey Mouse, speaking of mice, and the voice of Minnie were actually married. They got married in reality, like in real existence. Until the 80s, yes, the 1980s, it was not legal for women to drive cars down this one main road in Waynesboro, Virginia. Minus the fact if their hubby were walking in front of their vehicle waving a red flag. That's a red flag in itself, that y'all didn't trust y'all wives to drive down Waynesboro, Virginia. Okay. In the 19th century, experts warn women about disease called bicycle face. Is this what a bicycle face is? It just means getting stuck with awkward faces they made while biking. Yep, see, I knew it. That's the face I make when I bike. Paper bags are not any better for environment than plastic bag. Really? Whatever, what a load of bahaga anyway. Popcorn was not always a loved snack for the movies. In fact, prior to Great Depression, what was I just talking about? Theaters they despised popcorn. The British royal family is not permitted to play the famous board game, Monopoly. Why? Why is that? Tell me something about that. Why is that? Do you know? I don't know. The animal, the wombat, their doo-doo, their poopsie is actually cube shaped. It's shaped like a cube. Oh my god, that is like gross, but cute. It is not legally allowed to own only one guinea pig in the country, in the land of Switzerland, because they get alone. They feel alone. Yeah, they get really alone. That's actually, I guess, a good thing. In architecture, who was a woman. She was a student. She prevented a skyscraper in Manhattan from falling apart in the 70s. Once she caught a flaw, a huge design flaw. Before the invention of the color television, a whopping 75% of the population had said that they had dreamed in the colors of black and white. Today, 12% do. Y'all know that was done on purpose. That was intentional. People wore fake moles, or what was at the time called beauty patches, made of silk, mouse skin. All those poor mice, leave the mice alone, and velvet. In the 18th century, as a fashionable statement. That's weird. But we've all done weird things as a society, right? In the year of 1518, y'all remember that year? We used to turn up in that year. Oh, I guess we did really turn up. A dancing plague took over the town in France called Strasbourg. Yeah, that's the one that made them convulse and turn up for hours until they just flop to the ground. The very last letter added to the alphabet in the English language actually was not Z. Nope, it was the letter J. There's actually more public libraries in this country, in the United States of America, than there are McDonald's. That's good. We need to educate ourselves more, I'm just saying. The information's out there, we just don't want to look, I guess. We got used to our boxes. There is this island in the country of Japan. And guess what you can do in Japan? Japan has like 3 or 4 facts by now. They must be a cool place. You can visit. Yeah, you can visit it. You can travel there and visit it. And guess what, guys? It's inhabited only by friendly rabbits. Chainsaw, the movie, were actually a tool invented for use in aiding childbirth. What on earth is that? What in tarnation is only literally just quite another way of just putting it to say, what the heck? Like, it's just another way of saying what the heck. We all know that. How do we not know that? The Sun City Palms is a cheerleading squad in the state of Arizona that pretty much only people with the age of 55 or older than 55 can join. An old cheerleading squad. That is interesting. This creature that actually kills most people every year is not sharks or snakes or... Nope, not other people. Guess what? It's the mosquito. I was just talking about that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys, I have like 10 bites on me. I'm itching. Like, oh my god. No. Okay, let me not get trapped in the fear. Because that's what they want you to do. Almost many people were killed by the guillotine in Germany. As in French Revolution. Oh, that's horrible. And one more fact. German chocolate cake send me some German chocolate cake in my PO box. Okay, anyway. It's actually named after a dude named Sam German. Oh, not the country. A guy named Sam German. Okay, this whole time I done thought it was... Okay, well now I know about one of my favorite cakes. That's not German, it was just the guy. I don't know if I really like that fact. No, I don't like ending on that fact. I should have ended on another fact. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for listening. I kind of worded it weird and differently because I didn't want to like read word for word. I just wanted to make it my own. So I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed making this for you. Again, that was from a Buzzfeed article. So yeah, thanks Terry for writing that down back in 2017. It helped with the video. 80 facts, 80 unique, personalized, custom facts about different things in our world, things we may not know, things we may not even want to know, want to hear, or talk about. But that's the ugly history of humanity, I guess, and how we've evolved. So